guys, this is a special episode of Lovin Meets with Novartis Gulf and Dr. Mona Al-Morari, who is consultant dermatologist and the head of Emirates Dermatology Society in the UAE. Today, we spoke about psoriasis. We debunked the misconceptions and we brought you everything you need to know from an expert.
And so if you are not subscribed to the Lovin Meets podcast, subscribe wherever you get your podcast from. And as always, don't forget to enjoy.
Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is Mona Al-Morari, a consultant dermatologist and the head of Emirates Dermatology Society in the UAE. She is here to clarify all the details around psoriasis and debunk any misconceptions about the skin disease. It's all thanks to Novartis. Thank you so much for being here. We're truly excited to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
Welcome.
It's my pleasure actually to be in this show, which is really, it's lovely and it's have a great impact actually. And the number of attendees was impressed about it. Coming to our psoriasis, yes.
Amazing.
Psoriasis, yeah. It's a disease which is, we have a lot of patients actually who come to our clinic on daily basis on psoriasis. So for the public, we have to just to give some education about the psoriasis. What is psoriasis?
Exactly. I think that's like the first key question that we would ask.
Yeah.
It's a chronic inflammatory skin disease actually, which is among the other diseases which we, as a consultant, as a dermatologist, we are seeing in our daily life. Such a disease of a skin disease. It's a chronic inflammatory disease which is coming and going, where the patients have erythema, plaque of erythema with scales, silvery scales. So usually they are saying this like a fish scales, silvery scales on top of erythematous patches. And it comes in different ages, starting from young age, children, youngest. I have seen 2 years of old patients, they have psoriasis also, until even late age, 70, 60 they have. But majority of these patients is in adult, usually. But there is no really, the gender-wise, they are similar. So we are not saying that it's female or male. So both of them, it happens. So it's not specific for a male disease or female. So equal in distribution among these patients.
Interesting.
And it affects different parts of the body.
That's true. But like, what causes psoriasis? Because like we do see, Kim Kardashian has it. It's kind of common, but not very spoken about. So what causes it?
Yeah, one of it is like a genetic. The majority of it genetic, 60%. The patient with psoriasis have a genetic background, so they may have it in their genes. And then any predisposing factor, any risk factor, they might aggravate the disease itself. It's like for smoking, obviously. You may have it in your genes in the beginning of your life, but something triggered this disease, and that's why it's in adult age.
It's so interesting about how.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's really, we have to know it, but sometimes it was misdiagnosed. Not every patient's diagnosed as psoriasis in a perfect way, but it comes when it becomes severe. Now, this is a psoriasis.
Easier.
Early, maybe it diagnosed as work dermatitis. When it comes in the scalp, it will be scales, a lot of scales or erythema on the scalp. Later on, no, something else. It's psoriasis now. When it doesn't respond to any therapy, traditional therapy, or there's anti-dandruff shampoos, a lot of anti-dandruff, they will give anti-dandruff. But later on, we have to treat these patients because psoriasis is not a skin disease only. It's a systemic disease. It may affect other parts of the body. Some of the patients, they may have psoriatic arthritis. So that means it is not only skin. It is systemic.
Interesting. But you mentioned dermatitis there. Are these types of psoriasis, or are they different conditions entirely?
Yes, it is type of the psoriasis. What comes like under the plaque psoriasis. It may fix on the scalp. Some of them, they have only scalp psoriasis. Some of them, they have scalp and the nail psoriasis, which goes together. Most of our patients, they have scalp and nail psoriasis with the pitting, like the nails, it's not straight. You'll find like a pitting is coming down. And some hyperkeratosis, subangular hyperkeratosis also you might find in these patients. And on the skin also involvement, the plaque, erythematous on top of its scales, it comes on it. There is some specific area where it hits the psoriasis, and the elbows, and knees. These were usually you ask them, do you have it in elbows and knees? Yes. Oh, I thought it's only dryness. Psoriasis. So these patients need to be seen by a dermatologist actually. Sometimes will be seen by the general practitioner. They are not aware about this as a disease sometimes, and they said, no, it is dryness, it's atopic dermatitis. Sometimes it may help the treatment of atopic dermatitis, but in a state that it's so severe that no, we have to treat them perfectly, because a lot of treatment nowadays available for psoriasis. I think psoriasis, it needs not a 15 minutes. I think it's more than half an hour or 1 hour in psoriasis.
But before we get into treatments, I'd like to be quite honest in that the first time I was introduced to psoriasis was when I heard about Kim Kardashian having it.
Yeah.
But how common is it, and what age groups is it most common?
Yeah, as I said, it's more common in adults age group, 30 to 39, 40s, and also in elderly it happens, but it's most common in adult groups. It's around the percentage, it's reach actually 11.6%, so which is not small percentage.
It's not small, wow,
no,
interesting.
Reach 11%, but it varies actually from area to area. As we said, it's a genetic background. When it comes to genetic, that means it's higher in the group of people.
True.
So it may vary, but there's a range of it from 1.6 to 11 point something. So in the youngest age group, it's less. It reaches up to 1.6 or 1.4%.
So you've mentioned that a lot of people do get misdiagnosed.
Yeah.
What is the diagnosis process to psoriasis?
As a dermatologist, usually these patients, comes in erythematous patch. As I mentioned, there's 4 types actually of psoriasis. Psoriasis is not only one, but there's a common one, which is the plaque type of psoriasis, when it comes in erythema, and on top of it, silvery lesions on the scalp or on the body. These scales, when it comes and they peel it out, the patient, there's a bleeding comes out. So this is auspicious signs, we call it. So it's very critical, very clear for even the physician when they say, when I peel, I feel like a blood's coming. So this is psoriasis. It's one of it. The other things, it comes in pustules, other type of psoriasis. We call it pustular psoriasis, in pustules, especially in hands and feet, palmoplantar pustulosis, and also in the body. It may happen. Erythrodermic type also. This is one type of erythrodermic. In the children, there is another type we call guttate psoriasis, which is very small, less than 1 centimeter it comes, which is associated. Why it's in a pediatric? Because it's sometimes associated with streptococcal infection. Yes.
There's so much to kind of uncover.
A lot
exactly.
a lot of things. But we have to know all these in general, that the types differ. And which one is the most common? It's the plaque psoriasis, which we'll see it in most of the patients. But there is some other type of psoriasis. Some of the patients, they come only with the nail psoriasis. Nail psoriasis. Sometimes missed. They said, no, it's a fungal infection. They will keep giving them antifungal system for months and months and months.
Oh,
but doesn't respond. Does not respond. If we dig, we see them. So what is the psoriasis? And the life, because if you have it in the nail, sometimes it's really the quality of life of the patients will be affected in the nails, especially in the customer service area.
Yeah.
Or are using the nail, female patients' nail. So having a treatment for such a group, because topical will not help for the nail. They need a systemic therapy in these cases.
So let's jump into treatments and what is the length duration of treatment? Is this chronic? How can you help someone who comes in?
Yeah, it depends actually on the treatment. When we are saying about the treatment, it depends on the stage or the severity of the case, because not all the patients they need systemic therapy. There's stage of the disease, severity of the disease, from the mild, moderate to severe. When it comes in mild, that means the less surface area, less than 5% of the body. So these patients, we may start on the topical therapy, the specific topical therapy for psoriasis patients, which is steroid topical with vitamin D analog. So there is in the market available with the physician, they know it, they can prescribe it for the patient. And it comes in different ways, in the gel, foam, and cream or ointment. Gel for the scalp, because we don't want it to be messy. So they have to apply it and easy to be removed. The ointment for the body. So this is the start to treat these patients. If they respond, most of the time they respond very well if they adhere to the therapy. But because, having the topical therapy for the patient, sometimes they say, I'm fed up from the topical every day. They have to apply it every day. And we face it with our patient. The male patient, with all the respect, they don't want it fast to go like this. But they have to know that psoriasis, it's a matter of adherent to the therapy to have the excellent response and clearance of the disease. Sometimes they don't respond to the topical and the spreading the disease. So it's more than 5%, 5 to 10%, or even 10%, more than 10. So these patients to move forward to the systemic therapy. Nowadays, if we're talking about today, the therapy is available, the biologic. It comes to and we have it in Dubai and UAE, we have it. This is the advanced therapy of the biologic. But don't tell me which biologic. We have a lot. We have a lot in the therapy of the biologic, from TNF blocker to IL-17 to IL-23.
Okay.
And yes, this is more advanced therapy, and thanks we are living in UAE, and I think in the other countries, although they have it also available. But which patient should choose which therapy depends on the stage of the patients, the type of the patients having, and it's according to the physician, dermatologist. You have to meet the dermatologist and decide which medication suits them.
So often when you go to a doctor and he or she prescribes you a medication, they go like, fine, but to elevate the effect of the medicine, you need to change some certain lifestyle habits. Are there some lifestyle habits that you would recommend patients to change?
Yes. As we said, there is a trigger factor for psoriasis. Smoking, one of them. I know it's difficult to stop smoking. I will, as a physician, to tell the patient, oh, stop a second. It's difficult. So we have to work on it. How to stop it, and to tell them that therapy alone will not help. You have to stop your smoking. Trying one by one, because they cannot. So one day they come. Yes, we know that, and we have a lot of patients now smoking also. So this is one factor. Other one, the obesity.
Interesting.
Yes. So the obesity plays a role in psoriasis. We are trying our best to tell them, please try to reduce your weight. This is one very important. To stop drinking alcohol also. This is also another part which is also aggravating psoriasis. Psoriasis is not a skin disease only, it's systemic, because it's play a role with other diseases also. It's like patient with diabetic, hypertension, as I said, psoriatic arthritis also. So it's a multiple inflammatory systemic disease.
So interesting how it's in genetics, but yet it's triggered by our lifestyle choices. Yes. And what we learned when researching for this interview is that there's a lot of misconceptions and myths potentially that we hope you can debunk in what we're going to do is we're going to play a quick game. It's very short, it's very snappy. We'll mention with the buzzer, we'll mention a myth, and if it's inaccurate, you'll buzz, but if it's true, you'll tell us about it.
Yes.
Okay. So if it's wrong, you just go.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
All right. So psoriasis only affects kids.
It's working.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's good if somebody else saying who listen to our talk and answer these questions, but let us do it.
That's
I mean, maybe we could do us, but we know the answers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, some will be trickier. So psoriasis is incurable.
It's incurable. No, it's curable, but is manageable also.
Okay.
But doesn't reach to the level that it's not to come back, but we have the patient to stay on the therapy. We're giving them the hope that they can enter to remission. We can say that some of the patient, it goes in remission even in the therapy and stay on remission. So in a stage, we cannot say incurable, that it's a manageable also.
Interesting. Yes.
So it can't have two answers here.
two answers, yes.
Yeah, we cannot say, because I put it wrong, but we have to explain it. Why it's incurable. That means we cannot. It's not like infection that we give antibiotic and treat in the second day. We can't stop that. So it's incurable in this way. But psoriasis, we can say it's a manageable. We give the patients hope that this can be manageable, can be cleared completely while they are on the therapy. Curable on therapy.
Yes.
They have to clear to our patients.
So speaking, you said that it can go into remission, which means that it can be managed. Of course, now I am aware of the fact that often chronic illnesses can get into remission. So would you say that psoriasis is chronic?
Yes, it is chronic. Is it a question?
Yes.
It's okay. It's a clear now. It's a chronic disease. It's a chronic. That means this patient, the chronicity of it comes in it's month of more than 2 months. Say that, or 2 years, that will be chronic, but it goes and comes, and it may enter in remission. So clearance of the disease while they are in therapy. They should not stop the therapy.
Psoriasis is contagious.
Wrong. It's not contagious. That's why all the patients, especially the kids in the school, we receive that we have to write a report for these patients that,
It's not
it's
contagious.
not contagious.
Well, psoriasis can affect the quality of life.
Yes, it's affecting a great quality of life of the patient. As I said, students in the class, if they have plaques coming on their shoulders or the jackets, the other kids, they start to bullying them. Yes, this is one. When it affects the nails, when it affects the scalp, the body exposed area also. When it comes to the trunk, there almost the quality of life is affected. When, especially in the exposed area of the psoriasis, will affect.
I think we only scratched the surface today in terms of how much more there is to be discussed. But if people would like to reach out to you to ask their questions, how can they find you?
I'm president of Dermatologist Society. We have our websites. We're happy to and we have our Instagram also as Dermatologist Society. So they can just send us a question there and can reach us. I am working also on my center, Dr. Mona Al-Marawi Medical Center in Abu Dhabi also. And I will leave my cards with you, so the people I think they can come and ask you, and then you can guide them to my clinic.
Exactly. So a big thank you to Novartis Gulp for connecting us today, and a big thank you to you, Doctor, for joining us. Thank you, Farah. That brings us to the end of our show. We'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.